Girls, what makes a guy instantly unattractive? Uncontrolled anger issues. Being condescending. Instant no. Controlling personality. Bad hygiene. Anger management issues. Laziness and dependence on others to get things done. Same things that make girls unattractive. Confidence is sexy. Ego is not. When he doesn't take no for an answer. Being obsessed with being a man. My dad was the manliest dude I knew, and he baked cookies and carried a bag he called his purse because he gave no f's. Talking about his ex-girlfriend all the time. Trying to be cool in front of his friends to impress. Nice. I managed to avoid a bad thing by not having friends. I knew it'd pay off eventually. When he is married and hits on you. A big ego. Constantly interrupting and one-upping. I hate when they won't allow anybody to have a moment of their own. I knew someone who wouldn't even allow people to have their own tastes. As an example, someone said they liked sushi. His response was, "You don't know what real/good sushi is." WTF, they didn't say they were experts in what sushi should or shouldn't taste like, they just said they liked it. It wasn't just positive things either. Someone would complain about a body ache or pain and get responses like, "It can't possibly hurt as much as my insert injury here, so you need to just get over it." Dude, we get it. Nobody can be as smart/traveled/experienced/sick/wounded as you. Being contradictory just for the sake of it. Being manipulative. Delete your comment and we can go to the hairdresser you like so much. I know you like maintaining that pretty hair of yours. This applies to all partners of any gender. Being unable to express what's bothering you in a mature way. Can I say one thing? There's always going to be something unattractive about someone. It's all about whether it's a deal breaker or not. Thinks that being an a-hole to others is cool. Exploding in anger over minor things. Through years of anger management, I've learned that anger manifesting itself in physical release, punching walls, kicking, etc., releases endorphins, which is why it's so easy to just resort to that. I had this problem myself growing up. Learning to realize it's futile, and that it won't achieve anything or solve the problem is really the key point in solving such tendencies. Took me a while, but I can't control pretty much everything now, except if I'm watching a Raider game I will be yelling non-stop LMAO. POV, you're a dude and you're looking through the comments to see if you're doing any of this stuff. Bad hygiene and a nasty personality. Being lazy and partying and whatever all the time and making it your personality trait. Poor hygiene too. Lying. The smaller the lie, the weirder it is. I once had a guy tell me he hated Christmas music, but once I said that I liked it, he changed his answer to loving it. It was, "That's weird, right?" My friend who was dating a while ago had a guy lie to her about a pipe breaking at his work. He sent her a picture of a broken pipe that was clearly just pulled off Google. It had a watermark. When we searched broken pipe, it was the first thing to come up. Bruh, like, why? Smelling bad. You don't have to put on expensive cologne, just make sure you shower and that your clothes are fresh and clean. If he doesn't agree to share his swamp with you. Too charming, if that makes sense. I just can't trust someone who's too outgoing and suave. That, or being stinky. Nobody wants to smell greasy hair or musty balls. Spitting. I can't believe I even have to say this, but it's been an issue with more than one guy. Just straight up refusing to swallow saliva and instead spitting on the ground every 30 seconds. An overly dependent man. Learn to take care of yourself before getting into relationship. A woman shouldn't have to tell you when to clean up, set alarms for you, do your laundry or anything else. I've met way too men whose parents didn't teach them how to be independent and stand on their own 2 feet. I guess having the same electrical charge, there would be repulsing forces between the two. Negging? Idiot here. What is negging? It's when somebody tosses in an insult while they're complimenting you to make you feel insecure. A backhanded compliment, really. Example, your eyes are so pretty. Weird, since gray is usually the color of dirty dishwater. People who can't spell. Stares at the title. I'm kidding. Anyone with shitty personal hygiene really, or people who forget to take care of themselves. I get you want to be a nice person, but you need to take time for yourself, okay? Don't feel obligated to spend your whole life cleaning up other people's messes. Talking about his ex. My ex had that some problem. God, she was unbearable. Calling yourself a nice guy. Dude, if you're actually nice, I'm smart enough to figure that out on my own. Anyone who says they're a nice guy is not really a nice guy. Claiming to be a nice guy. Yes, the only person I've ever heard call himself a nice guy is the one person in my office I can't stand being around. I avoid him constantly, often ask him to leave me alone, and he still thinks we're friends. Showing off, jokingly insulting me, not liking animals, thinking being a jerk is cool and quirky. Bad hygiene. Smelling bad, wearing dirty clothes, bad breath. A daily shower and just a hint of cologne goes a long way, fellas. Also shows greater self-respect, which is always attractive. Throwing trash on the ground even if there is a cleaning staff person nearby. When he's unattractive. I've been called out. Being unenthusiastic. Inability to share emotions. I show you things that make me happy. At least try to understand me before saying nah, it's boring. Don't be a lame idiot. Cockiness. A large ego. If he treats servers badly. If he tries to be controlling in a toxic way. Men with anger issues. When they do that thing where they squint their eyes and clench their teeth before pushing out a fart. Like, you can fart around me, that's fine. But why are you trying so hard to force it? This is why you pooped your pants at the mall and the other time at Barnes & Noble. I'm not a girl, but I'd say murdering my entire family and making me watch. Guilt tripping. Oh, I can't hang out in 15 minutes at your place? I guess you don't like me / want to be with me, huh? It turns me off wildly when people do that. I'm allowed to have a life and say no to hanging out. I don't know if I should trust this. How many girls are actually Reddit type girls? Virgins giving virgins advice. Not being a gentleman. Not even a little bit. Long nails. Refers to an ex as crazy or psycho. When dudes snort up their snot, and then hawk a big loogie on the ground. Makes me want to vomit. Macho bullshit attitude. Or a pathological liar. Basically, if you remind me of my ex, you can make a tent with all the red flags see you dropping. Flexing brands. I have a good friend, but he's all about the drip and brands, but when someone's that materialistic it's such a turn off. Great guy, has helped me a lot, I just wish he found his value in more meaningful things. Guys that spit on the ground. That's just a huge turn off. And also guys that act like they are always better than anyone else. Where would you have a person spit if not on the ground? In my mouth. One ignores boundaries or pushes you into his choice. The earlier in a relationship this shows up, the bigger red flag it is. 2. Anger issues. 3. Doesn't understand his own emotions and asks you to manage them for him. It's often pitched as emotional vulnerability or intimacy building. But if there's no reciprocity, he doesn't offer to help you with your emotions, it's a sign of immaturity at best. 4. Has strong opinions about most women and why you're not like them. 5. Rude to food service workers. 6. Victim mentality / when he talks about past failures, never accepts responsibility for his role in any of them. Automatically assuming that a successful and rich woman must have gotten there through sexual favors. Hearing this kind of opinion tells me so much about a man.